Hello everybody. Today we are here to give a 1 year review on what it's like to live with the Shark Ion P50 cordless liftaway vacuum cleaner. And I'm pretty sure I missed a couple of descriptors in the title for this thing. It was quite long on the box. It's been a year. What's it like to live with any vacuum cleaner for a year, really? When I got this, it was more just because I'd had stick vacs or cordless vacs in the past that always wore out. So when they wear out or break or something, you always have to buy another one. And I decided this time I wanted to get something that was a little nicer. So maybe it would last a little longer, perhaps, and be a little bit more useful. But I never saw them as something that could challenge the corded vacuum cleaner. This was something just to get up quick spills. If somebody spilled some cereal on the floor, or tracked in a little bit of grass from outside after mowing the lawn, or there was a little bit of something dropped on the carpet or whatever, for that, or maybe to clean out inside the car where it's harder to get to. Just little jobs, but I never thought of it really as something that could clean the whole house and be the vacuum cleaner. In the past, any stick vacs or cordless vacs I've always had have been for those minor duties. And then if I needed to get the house clean, I always broke out my trusty old Dyson DC-14, and it did the job. It was the serious powerhouse for cleaning in the house. When I got this, it was quite a surprise that it could actually do that job. It could be that vacuum cleaner that you used to clean your whole house and everything else you wanted to clean. It had the suction power. It had a battery that was long enough to last to clean your house, and then some. And it was quite easy to use. And you can go check out my unboxing and first review video of it to see some of the details about that. So how has it been after a year? After a year, I have found that I use this almost daily because it's so stinking easy to use. Even the kids will use it. If I look around and say, oh, I spilled some flour over there while making cookies or whatever, super easy just to run it over and get it up. All those little things that a lot of the times, if you've got to break out the big vacuum cleaner and plug it in and everything, sometimes you'll just kind of look away and ignore it, pretend you don't see it. You can get to it with these because it's quicker to get it done than it is to ignore it half the time. So down to let's go through the list of things I came up with for this. It's lightweight and it's very powerful. I am surprised at just how powerful this is and what kind of suction it has. It is amazing. It cleans great as a result. And it's easy to change from one configuration to another. If I go from hardwood floors to carpet floors, there's a button on the end here. I never have to take my hands off, flip a switch or anything. I just hit the button to go from carpet to hard floors or back, and that's it. Just keep going. If I want to take it out and do the car, I just lift that, lift this, and it's easier when it's sitting on the ground because I can just, and I'm done. I'm ready to go outside. I go clean my car, I bring it in, I hang it back up, I put it in the corner. It's that easy. So it makes cleaning your car and doing those things that you typically would ignore really easy and convenient. When you try to get it on the floor and move around, it's very easy to maneuver because that swivel head on it actually works. As I said in my unboxing video, I always thought that was pretty gimmicky because it seemed like the front moved a little bit, but it didn't actually take you anywhere. This actually helps you maneuver and steer around things. So it really does help make it a lot easier to use. The light on the front of it, the LED lights, love those. I'll be even in the broad daylight, I'll use it on the floor sometime, and there's something that blends in with the color of the floor, but when you shine a light on it, it makes a shadow. You're like, oh, there you are trying to get away from me, so you know it's there. You can go track it down then. Wish every vacuum cleaner had that. It's awesome. Battery lasts a long time. It's a big honking battery. So it's easy to take in and out and easy to charge, and it really lasts a long time. I've got a 2-story house, and I can do my entire house on one charge, and have some left over a lot of the time. And even the kids like using it. It's easy for them to use. They don't mind using it when it's easy to use. So that's it. Wish list. I wish that if I take this off, I wish there was a tiny LED light here, just like the lights on the front of it. I wish there was a tiny LED light here, or in this end here. When you take these pieces off, I wish there was a tiny LED light to help you see. If I'm cleaning inside the car, sometimes it's dark down there and hard to see, and having a tiny little LED there that came on automatically would be really awesome, and I think add minimal expense would be really cool. That's really the only wish list I have for this, because everything else is pretty nice. One good thing also, it's easy to clean. If you look at the bottom side of it, to get to the roller here, all I've got to do is grab a penny. Turn these little spots right here, take my finger, put it there, and I've got this out of the way. If you look on the brush head, there's a groove right there, and you could already see I got a little bit of hair on mine. But you just take a pair of scissors and insert it under the hair, follow the groove, cut the stuff out, pull it out, and you're done. And put this back on. It's just as easy. Put it back in there. And turn these until they click. And you're done. Dust cup's easy to get to. Take it off like that. Push the little button here to empty it. Stuff will get caught up on the little spindle thing that you see there, like on any of these bagless vacuums. All of them do that. So you're going to have to pull that off, especially if you got animals or kids, or if you have long hair. That's going to happen. Pops back on there super easily. So great. It's really easy to use. It makes cleaning a lot easier, even for me, and I'm a guy. Okay, on to the bad. If you do have to charge it and you're in a hurry, it's a big battery. It doesn't charge in 10 minutes. It's going to take a while to charge. I haven't timed it, but you can get to a full charge in probably 1.5 to 2 hours. The clip, this little clip here that keeps the hose clipped to the shaft so that it doesn't flop around, that got banged on something and broke. And you can't get a replacement for it. I have not found a replacement for it. And this battery I know won't last forever. Plus, I really would love to have a second one of these so I could keep it sitting on the charger and then just swap them out. I'd pay $80 for another charger or for another battery for these if I had access to one. You can't find them. Shark's website or any other parts supplier for vacuum cleaners or batteries have been out of stock on these almost since I got this thing. I have never been able to get a battery for this. And I don't know, even on eBay, I saw one on eBay, check this out, it was $114, it was in the UK, and the shipping they were asking was $254.50 US. I could buy a couple more vacuum cleaners for that, or a really, really expensive one. Not gonna happen. So, I think Shark has abandoned this concept where these are down low like this, and all of their new ones have that whole power head piece up on the other end up here. And I see the concept, because if I need to get under something, I can lay it down perfectly flat, and I've got to remove this to get under the bed or the dresser or whatever. The new ones, the power head's up top. This isn't in the way, so you don't have to deal with that. I have not found it an issue. And the batteries for the new ones are flat. They do not fit this. So I think Shark has basically just abandoned this thing and all support of it, which is sad because it's a fantastic vacuum cleaner. Um, Eventually, I mean, these lithium ion batteries depends on it depends on the battery. No matter what product you get, the batteries are usually only warranted for 1 year, even if the warranty on everything else is 4 or 5 years, because they know the batteries aren't going to last. Um, I know eventually this battery is going to die on me, and I'm going to need to replace it, and I don't have availability to replace it because of that. It might be 2 or 3 years down the road. But instead of spending 80, $90 for a new battery, I'm going to be forced to spend $300 potentially on a new vacuum cleaner, and I don't like that. That is the one bad thing I see about this. So if you see one at a garage sale or used, try to get it at a good price, but understand that battery may bite you later on. I've not seen even no Amazon, eBay, no other provider out there I've seen has a battery for this. So, and it's a one-off design, so it's not like you're liable to see any out there either. There's just no incentive for anybody to make one, really. So that's it. I mean, other than that, it's been a fantastic vacuum cleaner. Love using it. Use it every day. Just got through using it before I made the video, actually. And I've really enjoyed it. So hopefully you got something out of this. If you're looking at one, I don't think you can find these new anymore, but if you're looking at one used and can get it at a good price, that's what you can expect out of it. Fantastic vacuum cleaner. I don't think you will regret getting it. Get it home, take it apart, clean it properly, and then you probably are going to have one of the best vacuum cleaners you've ever had. So take that for what it's worth, and I will talk to you guys later.